Bananas. Hi. Oh, you got really far, Gerry. Don't worry. You got really far. That was a big adventure. Morning, Carl. How you doing? How's it going? Him sausage, he is sausage. Him is sausage. Good morning, Limewood. Good morning, Boba. Nim Snuggle. Good morning, Morning, Palin. How's everyone doing? Did you have good weekends? What did you get up to? Good morning, Mazaira. Morning, Zara. Those little dudes, just a couple of little guys. Morning, Saffron. They had like a couple of pellets each, and now they seem to have just been like, yep, that's breakfast time for cuddles. But there's more. There's more breakfast. Shampoos, thank you very much for the 4 months. Ah, thank you very much. I hope you're doing good. Good morning, David. Morning, Rob. Happy birthday. Good morning, Alex and Potato and Poxy. Harry, thank you very much for the 37 months. A beep, boop, boop, beep. Hello. Hello. How are you all doing? Migraines be stinky. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear you got one of them stinkers. Good morning, Ned friend. How are you doing? Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Nico and Ravane and Firida. Firida, thank you so much for that lovely drawing the other day. It was so good. I got another one the next day too. I was like, oh my gosh. I feel very blessed. Very different vibes though between the two of them. But I like it. I like it. You got severe concussion picking cherries. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize cherry picking was like a extreme extreme activity. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Revan. Hello. Have you decided you want the other half of your breakfast now? Have you remembered that there is another half? Okay. Let me grab your bowl. Oh, Gerry, he tried to do a little yump. Oh, Fifi, I almost got you then. If you hadn't been a split second faster running over. I didn't see the other. Is it not on Discord? It wasn't in Discord. It was on Twitter and Tumblr. But I retweeted it. But I know some people can't see Twitter. But if you're on Tumblr, it was by Trickster God Art. I'm trying to think of their Tumblr name. But yeah. Eee, how are the buns doing? The buns are good. It was at my niece's birthday party at the weekend. She was sad when I went home. Because Max is going with me. Ah. I was probably like that with my aunties who had dogs. We were like, oh. Katsukura, thank you very much for the 5 months. Good morning, Max. I had a nice weekend. But it doesn't seem extreme if you select the best examples of it, but hey, that's cherry picking. Oh my gosh, very good. Very good. We what did I do on? We got up to do exercise on Saturday, and then what did we do on Saturday? The days have sort of merged together over the weekend. I can't think what we actually got up to. Oh, we went to this like little animal place with Pet and Boba. Maxwell, thank you very much for the 42 months. Oh my gosh. And a tier 2 for 20 months. Blimey. Thank you very much. Yeah, we went to this animal place and then got home. And what did we do when we got home? Because that was quite early in the day. I can't remember. But then yesterday, so I actually got up early and did exercise both days of the weekend, which is good for me. And then we went out to see the Barbie movie, and then got home and did, good morning, Rob, did some reading, I think. I spent a lot of the weekend getting beaten by Wild Frost. but that's quite standard. But yeah, it was a very lovely weekend. It was very rainy, but very lovely. On haul, have you been enjoying Stardew? I've not catched any of it. I've not managed to catch any of it. Can't believe you didn't watch Oppenheimer straight after Barbie. Do you know what? Like, I was not wanting to watch Oppenheimer because I was like, it's just going to be sad. Why would I want to just go and spend 3 hours being sad? But then I went to see Barbie, and now I'm like, do you know what? I probably would have dealt with Oppenheimer better because obviously it is sad, but I feel like it's a more straightforward sad. So now I'm like, oh, maybe I think maybe I can handle it, having got through Barbie. But I don't want to give too much away. It's a good film. I don't want to overhype it because the strange thing for me was that like I found Barbie very like, it was quite like grown up, so to speak, quite adult in the things that it talks about and its subjects. But you see all of these people going in with like their like young children, and I was thinking, I wonder what if they still enjoy it. I wonder if they still get something out of it. But my niece has gone to see it, so I'll be curious as to what. I mean, she's not like as young as some of the children we saw going into it. But I was sat next to two 12-year-olds and I said, see, that's what I'm curious about is like, will they have the same reaction that I did? My 5-year-old niece is convinced she's going to die if she doesn't see Barbie. Wow. Maybe Barbie is for maybe it is for young people. They'll handle it just fine. Morning, Sam. Oh my gosh, Sam. I don't know if you are on there's this like local Bristol, well, it's local to wherever you are, but there's a Bristol one, this thing called Nextdoor, and I got an email through from someone on it this morning, because I sometimes get random emails to highlight certain posts, and one of them that came through this morning was global warming is a lie because it's been very rainy in Bristol this week. Where is this so-called global warming? And they genuinely had the sentence like, I'm not saying global warming is just propaganda. I'm like, well, you are. Just because it happens to be a little bit rainy in Bristol this week, therefore everything is fine. I was very tempted to screenshot it and send it to Simon, and then I was like, no, he doesn't need to get that sort of frustration on a Monday morning. I will spare him. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, Bristol, the place where that just decides what's going on with the whole world. We say it's fine, so sorry to tell you, everyone, it's fine. Dear oh dear. Was legit gonna do Barbenheimer this weekend, but I learned Oppenheimer is 3 hours long. Yeah, I felt quite bad because I went to, well, we got invited by some friends to go and see. So for those who don't know Bristol, although I think it's a chain, so there might be others, but I'm not sure. Or is it? Might be an independent. There's the Watershed, which is this like very small cinema in the Harbourside in Bristol, and we got invited by some friends to go and watch Barbie there, and I was like, I just genuinely had to be like, I cannot watch Barbie in that cinema because I will need to be eating a big bucket of popcorn whilst I watch it, and they don't let you have popcorn in that cinema. And I was like, I just won't enjoy the film as much if I'm not eating popcorn, and that is the bottom line. So I'm gonna watch it in the big cinema. There are some films that I'm happy to go and see in like little independent ones, but that I was like, no. No, I need popcorn. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go and be very vanilla and watch this film. Um, but it was good. Popcorn was good. Oh, good morning, Alex. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Um, but yeah, it's I'm quite no popcorn in the cinema. That's like no Nana on Friday. I know. It's because I think they used to do some popcorn, but it used to be those. You know when you get those tiny packets of popcorn that are like Oh, Twiggy, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you for the 2 months. Um, the ones that they'll be like strange flavors. They're like sea salt caramel or something, and you only get like 20 pieces in a bag. That's an exaggeration. But they do that sort of popcorn, and I'm like, nah. Nah, I need it in a bucket. I'm sorry. Some big cinemas have arcades for afterwards too. Yeah, there's a couple like that in well, the cinema I used to go to back home in Stevenage had a big, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was next door. There was like a big arcade that I can't remember the name of. But you would go to the cinema and then you could pop next door and play Mario Kart for a bit. But did the other because we had like 3 cinemas that we used to go to back home. But I don't think there was one in Hatfield, but I don't think that had any sort of arcadey thing. But yeah, the Stevenage was the main one that had its big arcade. But there's one like that in Bristol as well. That's like next door to one of those places that's like oh yeah, we went there, Rob, didn't we? It's one of those places that's like bowling / escape room / laser tag / karaoke / arcade / restaurant / bar. It's like it's just it's a jack of all trades. The Hatfield Galleria was always empty. Yeah, that's where I had my first ever cinema birthday party. But this was back in my day when it wasn't, what is it now, an Odeon? But back in the day it was, oh, I can't think what it was called. But the like mascot for it was like this, you know, like Clippy from Word. It was like a film reel that had eyes. It was like this little roll of film with eyes, and I have a pin badge of him somewhere because I had a birthday party when I went to see Toy Story whenever that came out. And it was I really enjoyed that birthday. You got given like this little tray that had your own little popcorn and drink on it, and then this little goodie bag and stuff. It was really lovely. It was called like UCL or something. The cinema. It was like 3 letters, but I can't think what it was. I love going to the cinema though. Cinema in Braintree used to have an arcade section, but the bowling alley opposite has the arcade. Yeah, like bowling and cinema just seem to be, they seem to go hand in hand. Sam, yes, the music. So there's this place in Bristol. If you know Jim will paint it. The guy who does these really complicated like paint drawings that'll be like, can you draw for me Lord of the Rings, but they're being invaded by aliens whilst Neil Gaiman juggles balls or something, and they just paint these really bizarre things in paint. His favourite cinema is in Bristol. And it's this place that has its own Twitter page. It's in a place called Avon Meads, but the fan account is called Avon Memes. And it basically is just like dunking on all other cinemas. Or maybe it was UCI, yeah. That's what Hatfield was like back in the day. But yeah, his favourite cinema is there, and that's the one that next door to it. And you, or like we were walking past it and you're like, they're trying to just lure people in with this music. A mini F? Oh, Oh, I was going to say I could quickly grab a tissue for Fifi's eye once you're F, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'll just pretend that you're still F. It's okay, Fifi, no one's here. No, Fifi! No! This is me trying to get a tissue out of the box if you wondering what the noise is. Fifi, I just wanted to rub your eye because it's so goopy. Can you be smush again, please? Can you be smush? Come on, let's get you smushes. Smusher? Smush? No. Missed opportunity. Good morning, Pim. But yes, I would recommend going to see Barbie. I might actually brave Oppenheimer. Again, it is very long. And also, but then again, like, I guess Nolan does do good films, doesn't he? Well, apart from Bloomin' Tenet, that was trash, but apparently this is, Gerry! Apparently this is a return to the good stuff. Gerry! Gerry! Oh, hello. Gerry, will you behave? Tenet was good. Which part? Did it have good credits or something? Good, music? Good. No. I mean, no, that's fair dues. All of it except when the sound effects were too loud for the dialogue. I swear that film could have been in a foreign language and I would have got just as much from it as I did how it was. Yeah, Gerry's getting his eyebrows back. It's, it was not the best. But, never saw it. You're not missing out, don't worry. Morning, Kai. But some of his other films are really good. Just that one was a bit of a disappointment. But then, it's really good. What? Why don't you do a video essay on it and tell me why it was good? And I'll, Princess Bride is a disappointment. Wait, why? It's, Tenet is a thinking person's film. I just feel like okay, so there's films that are like, good, but you get more from it on a second watching. Whereas I think if you have to actually watch a film a second time in order to like understand and even enjoy it, I think that's a failure on the film. And I think that's what Tenet was. I think the acting was good. The sound mix was very bad. The story was not very good. Yeah, I think overall it was just a disappointment. I kind of want to see Tenet now to see what the fuss is about. Well, at least, I guess the good thing is, at least you're going in with two very different opinions, which means that you won't be either underhyped or overhyped for it. You'll just be neither under or overwhelmed. You'll just be whelmed going in to see it. It can be better on the second watch, but it has to be good enough the first time to. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I meant to go away and think about it for ages before I understand it and blah, blah, blah. But it's, yeah, it was not, who was in Tenet? I remember Robert Pattinson was in it. Who else is in it? My worst cinema experience was on my first day in Japan on exchange. My exchange partner wanted to take me to a movie. She said it was fine with her. And the nun had just come out. Long story short, I was laughing the whole time. She was terrified. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. It looks cool. It's not enough for a film to just look cool. it doesn't have Kenneth Branagh. Doesn't it have Kenneth Branagh in it doing like the worst accent he's ever done in his career when he's like, I am a baddie. I am from Eastern Europe playing a baddie. And you're like, what is this? Stop. It was, I don't know why. I don't know why they went with that. It was just yeah, because he's a good actor and he does good other things. It was just all the things were there. It just didn't quite make it. Yeah. It doesn't sound good. But then Anhor really liked it, so maybe it is good and I'm just being picky. To be fair, I did go and see it in a random cinema down in like Exeter that I'd never been to before. So maybe it was the cinema had a bad sound mix. It could be that it was the cinema I saw it in. Maybe. So yeah, maybe it would be better. I genuinely spent half the film not able to understand anything anyone said though, because it was like so mumbly. The film has a bad sound mix because anything muffled isn't relevant to the story. Okay. Did the cinema also give it a bad plot? They did. I actually just saw a different film. I went to Interstellar in the cinema with my friends, and one of my friends fell asleep during it and was snoring during the quietest part of the film. Oh my gosh. Bam, 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 bam. I am one of my friends, I wasn't there for this, but one of my friends told me a story about when she went to Germany with her then boyfriend, and they were really tired because they'd had to get up early for the flight, and they went to see, they were like, what can we do? Because I think they like couldn't get into their hotel for a bit or something, so they just went to the cinema and they watched Alice in Wonderland, and her boyfriend like completely like fell asleep and then just woke up and just went, ah! Just like part way through. And she said she just couldn't concentrate on the rest of it because she was just trying not to laugh every time she thought about it. And that's why they broke up. Yep. It didn't survive that. Insert Skinner meme. No, it's the cinema that is wrong. Yeah. But Barbie's good. So there's that. But again, I don't want to overhype it because I do worry about films being overhyped for people. So I think the thing with Barbie is that it's very specifically good for Morning Striker. For me, I think I watched it at the perfect time. There was even a bit in there that's like, you know, if you ever have things that are like, I can't think of how to word this, but you know, if you ever have things that are like you fill out some sort of form and then it puts your answers into a story, so it's like targeted for you, and you're like, oh, this is like they turn around and go, like it's talking directly to you. I'm not wording this very well. I'm very distracted by the fact Fifi is actually grooming Gerry. But there's a bit in the film that was so specifically, it felt so targeted, specifically to me, that I was just there like, what the, what? It was very strange. But yeah, it was very good. It was very good. But I could also appreciate if people like wouldn't take as much away from it as possible. As I did, I mean. Not as possible. It's not a competition. No, I got more from the film. I don't know whether to go and see Oppenheimer though, because like you've been saying, it is very long. And also, it's also like, I don't know what else. I'm just a Ken, so there wasn't as much for me as my non-male pals have. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. I think there is still a lot of it. Like it's very, even if you're not taken, like it's not specifically aimed at you, I think there's still like goofy stuff you can take from it. Good old goofy stuff. I'm and ahhing about seeing the Indiana Jones film as well. Ruth is saying that the people who need to watch Barbie won't because it's Barbie. Yeah, it is one of those things. But having said that, I did. Good morning, Mexicals. I did come out of the cinema feeling like even though it talked about stuff that I already, it was sort of like affirming. It's like even if you go to a cinema and you see a film and it's like, you know what? Bunnies are great. And you're like, yeah, bunnies are great. Even though you already know bunnies are great, it's still nice to like, it's still nice to have that affirmed, I guess. So yeah. Yeah. It was, I liked it. I would like to see a film about how bunnies are great. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. My dad, I was on my family call with my parents yesterday. Fifi, why are you ungovernable? Fifi. I why are you back for more? I was on the family call with my dad. I forgot what I was gonna say. Phoebe she's knocked it out of me. What was I talking about? Hello. What are you planning? What are you gonna do? The Gerry and Ffion part of this family call. No, they don't join in anymore. Hello. Baby boy. What was I saying? Sometimes I go and show them the bunnies. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. I got given the number of the person who is adopting Julieta. So we'll be arranging her going off to her new home probably this week. She lurks above. So yeah, she's gonna get a new home, and the person who is adopting her seems really, really nice, and also literally lives down the road. They were like, whereabouts in Bristol were you? And I was like, blah blah. And they were like, I'm in blah blah. And they were like, I was like, oh, I'm on blah blah blah. And they were like, oh, I'm the other side of blah blah blah. And I was like, what? And they were like, literally, like their parents' house is literally like the road next to ours. I was like, what? Can visit Julieta, yeah. I guess if ever they need someone to like look after her for a weekend or something, I can always be like, I know her. Blah blah is a lovely part of Bristol. May I have the birthday hat? I did get it out, knowing that it was your birthday. And and I put it somewhere. Where can I put you? Whilst I go get it. Gerry, hello. Wait there, Gerry boy. Oh. You're a good baby. Where did I put it? Oh, Phoebe. Oh, Phoebe. Oh. Hello. Gerry's done such a good job of cleaning Fifi's eye that I don't actually need this tissue anymore. What a good husband. You have a birthday hat too? Is it your birthday too, Nick? Do we have twins? Gerry? I will try and wait for him. Oh, happy birthday! I'll try and wait for him to settle down. It's not my birthday, but I'll take a hat too. On hold. You've had your birthday. What is he actually doing? He's just grooming the carpet at the moment. Wait, if I try and sneak the other side of he. Once he's done doing whatever he's doing. So I got the treats redeemed earlier. Ah! Nice. Nice. Gerry? Gerry? It was your birthday recently too? Oh, happy birthday, Chef. I guess we're going to be getting all of the... Oh, actually, no, we've not even had August yet, have we? Do you know what? I keep thinking it is August because I'm like... Because I've got so much to think about in August. Blockchain, thank you very much for the 10 months. Thank you for your bribe. Bribe Banui. I think he's actually licking the carpet, not the leg at the moment. I don't know what he's getting from that. He's getting something. I'm just using it as an opportunity to steal his bum. Steal all this good bum fluff. Oh yeah, so we were talking about when Julieta goes, Alex and I were saying like, oh, what should we do? Because I don't know if they've got any hamsters that need fostering at the moment, or if we should use this time to adopt. Because when we went to Chew, it's always difficult going to places like that, like to like animal. If it's not like a specific animal sanctuary, it's very difficult to know what it's gonna be like, sort of thing. But we went to this place and they had like an animal handling area. Why are you making yourself sneeze? You're making yourself sneeze with whatever you're doing. And I just want to say that it's you doing it. Gerry boy. So we got to handle like mice and rats and guinea pigs and the bunnies. And it was quite funny with the bunnies because obviously like if you're not used to how to give a bunny smushes, people just tend to do this. And bunnies aren't really fussed about doing this. So I was giving mine like little cheek rubs and head rubs and they settled right down and we just had a really lovely cuddle. But the other bunnies were just causing mayhem. But yeah, when we were holding the mice, Alex was like, oh my gosh, these are so lovely. And I was like, well, it just so happens that there is a group of 3 mice in a rescue at the moment looking for a home, and we'll have a tank once Julieta's gone, so we could actually just adopt the mice. But the nice thing about, well, the mice were lovely. Mine pooed on me. But all the mice were named after like Greek gods. So I got to hold a little Aphrodite. I was like, oh geez, I better make sure I don't annoy this mouse. I'll be in big trouble if I do. Good morning, Reese. Gerry, where are you going to settle down so I can put this hat on you? Where do you want to settle? Where the Zagreus mouse hat. Morning, Sophia. Good morning, Scant. I'm very tempted to adopt the wee little miskies. I don't remember what the names of the rescue ones are. But yeah, Alex was like, is it that they were just calm because they were a bit scared? And I was like, well, the mice at the rescue, it's this really tiny rescue that has it's basically just this like one family who run all of it, and they've got quite small kids. And there's photos of the children holding the mice. So I was like, they must be very like quite calm and handleable if there's, you know, the children are able to hold them like that. So yeah, well, at the moment we're trying to decide whether to continue with fostering or whether to adopt for a little bit and then go back to fostering, or yeah, we're trying to decide. Oh my gosh, at the moment though, that rescue has a chinchilla. Oh, which is very tempting indeed, but we do not have the setup for a chinchilla. The things we could have in Julietta's tank would be like hamsters, gerbils, and mice. Everything else requires very different setups. Okay. Now he's settled down in a bit of an awkward fashion, but I will still try to do this. Here we go. Oh. Ooh. Sorry, Gerry. You've become unbalanceable. Wait there. You're a very good boy with your little eyebrows. Here we go. Happy birthday, Rob. Happy birthday, Nick. I hope you have very lovely birthdays. And have a wonderful day. And be good. And have fun. Woohoo! There you go. But yeah. We're trying to decide. We're trying to decide what little peas to fill the tank with. When she does go. It probably won't be for a little while either way, because we've got so much going on in August. We'd have to find someone to look after them, and it seems a bit bad to like get them when we know that we're going away for a night in August. But yeah. What yes. So much Gerry floof. I'm sorry, Gerry. What's happening in August? So I've got my cousin's wedding is in August. And then we've got the wrestling is in August. Arnold in the tank. Arnold probably would genuinely fit in the tank. I know I fit in it. But it's yeah, it's a good sized tank. He probably wouldn't have much fun in there. Wouldn't be able to move. But could just put him in. Okay. We'll do treats. Once I'm just doing, it's just nice when Gerry sits still and I can get like the bunnies have a way of grooming themselves. They do, but firstly, because of, obviously Gerry is like a very, very domesticated bunny. So this sort of is not the same fur that bunnies in the wild would have. So it does take more like intervention. So secondly, Gerry is just a baby. Thirdly, in the wild, bunnies would obviously be like going in and out of like bushes and hedges and warrens, and that is what, you know, gets rid of their winter fur, is like just it, you know, just rubs off on things. So one thing that you can do to help your bunnies molting is if you give them a cardboard box and make the hole in it ever so slightly too small, so that when they do go through, it like pulls off some of any like loose fur. But yeah, it depends on the breed as well. Like if you have an Angora bunny or a double mane lion head, you're going to need to brush them. Sometimes daily, depending on the bunny. Whereas if you have, you know, some like the shorter head standard bunnies, you don't have to worry as much. Fifi isn't as bad. Like Dutch bunnies, Netherland dwarfs, like they don't tend to get as bad. It's just because Gerry's a lion head, so he's one of the I mean, he's a single main lion head, so he's not as bad as he could be. But yeah, some bunnies do get it a lot worse than the boy. Casper needs daily brushing. I guess, yeah, it depends with doggos as well, doesn't it? It depends like what their what coat types they have, because you get dogs like Malamutes and Huskies, and they need their, like, it looks as if they need brushing, but a lot of the time their thick fur is actually keeping them cool, so they need that sort of double layer. But then you do get dogs like Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds that just become so clumpy when you do have to give them like a nice brush. But yes, Banooies. But I've still not like found the brush that I usually use on Gerry. So at the moment he's just being like, Charlie sheds like crazy when his silver coat comes through. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the PTSD in your voice when you said German Shepherd. Oh, I never really met a bad German Shepherd. We always had very lovely doggos at the vet when they were Alsatians and such. We had an Austrian Shepherd who was a bit mad and kept on trying to jump out the top of the like 7-foot high kennel. I think they actually succeeded and we ended up having to put stuff over the top. But yeah, no, German Shepherds get a bad rep. They're not bad. All comes down to individual doggos and how they're raised. But yeah. Oh. Good twitching, Gerry. I guess soon we're going to have to come up with a hat with a number 9 on it, aren't we, baby boy? My little baby. Little baby. Go with the German Shepherd called Merlin. He was a good boy. My friend had a German Shepherd cross husky, and he was called Lloyd, and he was like, oh, he was one of the nicest doggos I've ever met. He had a really rough start, but he was, you wouldn't know it. He was just such a gentle boy. He was so lovely. Okay, bunnies, do you want your treat? Dip, 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 dip. Okay, come on. Come on, little ones. Do, 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 do. Where's your husband? Gerry! A big pile of fluff I've left over there. Okay, here you go. Oh, Gerry. Gerry, why? Let's take some bits for the boy. There you go, Fifi. You enjoy that. Gerry! 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 Morning, Shadow. There you go. You've still got some Still got some here. There you go. There you go. Gerry, you've still got one single leaf. Oh, he doesn't want that leaf. He knows it's there, but he doesn't want it. He is a baby boy. That's a point. It's getting to time to decide what to get the boy for his birthday so it arrives on time. Gerry! Why must you destroy? Come on in, Walker. Oh, what a naughty boy. Gerrington Esquire. Stop. You're an Eduel. Gerry. 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 Gimme. There we go. Gerry. Gerry. Why are you so naughty? I'm so surprised that there's carpet left under the table, honestly. But like, maybe I'll go in that other way. I'm coming for you, Gerry. I'm gonna get you. Stop eating it. You pickle. Stop. Stop. No. Are you just doing it for attention? Is that what it is? It's because you want cuddles. Dear oh dear. What a baby. What a little baby boy. I know. Couldn't walk without that carpet. It's true. True. Needs to treat it more friendlily. Oh dear. So today is Tears of the Kingdom Day, but we've been left unsupervised. Shadow is off seeing family this week, so Sarah and I will just be running riot, and I guess we'll just see what we get up to, which I'm sure we'll do very well. I'm sure we will definitely not get distracted. Not a good potato. He's a very good potato. Very good potato indeed. So yeah, that should be fun. And maybe the train was off. You suddenly go storming ahead through the story. Maybe. You never know. And we were in the middle of the desert at the moment, which was not a decision I was behind. But we're there now, so we just got to own it. But yeah, fingers crossed. All will go well. Oh, was it Rob was saying that your cousin is going to wrestling in August? It probably is the same thing. If it's, yeah, I'm going to see AEW in at Wembley in August, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, that's something that we're going to be away for. So as we're already finding like someone to look after the bunnies, it would feel a bit bad. We might hold off until September to I'd expect you in the ring. Oh geez, no. I'm just baby. But yeah, we might hold off until September before we get any more new rodent friends in the house, whether fostered or otherwise. Although if the rescue were to say like, oh, we need this hamster looking after really soon or something, I'd be like, oh yeah, sure. It could be a I guess it wouldn't be too bad if they like miss one night of, free roam time sort of thing. But yeah. There is another rescue that was looking for hamster fosterers as well. So, I don't know. Decision to be made. Because I guess the downside to mice is obviously like the heartbreak comes sooner. But the upside to mice is the fact that they can actually have like friends in with them. Because I do feel bad. Like, I obviously know that it's bad for hamsters to have other hamsters with them. But I guess because of looking after bunnies for so long and it being so ingrained that they need like having sort of friends is such a big part of their welfare. You would you ever do one of those workshops where they teach you how to wrestle? Oh geez. I don't know. I don't know. I watched a video which it turned out was Takeshita, who then joined AEW. So we were like, we know that guy from the YouTube video. We did watch a video of this YouTuber have a go at it, and it's one of those things that even when you're doing it the right way, it still hurts. So I don't know how good I would be. I would just want to get into the ring and bounce off of the ropes. I'd like to give that a go. Just try running back and forth and bouncing off for a bit. But Alex and I have very different ideas of like what we would like if we met wrestlers, because Alex is like, I would really like them to powerbomb me. I would like them to try and powerbomb me or put me through, like one of our friend Isaac is like, I want to be put through a table by a wrestler. Whereas I'm like, I just want to be held. I would just like, so there's two wrestlers at AEW who are particularly tall people. One of them is like 6'10", and one of them is 7'2". And I was like, I just want one of them to cradle me like a baby. Just so I can feel small. Which I think is the better option. It's better than being powerbombed. That's for sure. Zolty Morbs, thank you very much for the 27 months. Which wrestlers give the best hugs? Oh. Or Kim. Yeah, we don't talk about Kim's preference. That's something else. I guess it's like probably all the wrestlers give very lovely, very lovely hugs. Gerry has decided I am in his way now. But I guess like, hang on, I need to try and crawl out from under the table now. What's Kim's preference was very rude. One particular wrestler doing one particular move. She's a bad influence, that Kim. If I could hug any wrestler, who would it be? Probably, I mean, I bet Wardlow would give good hugs. It's probably like but then again, the thing is, I guess because of being like my height, there's these wrestlers who people like, they look so like, huge. And then I find out that they're actually sort of my height, and I'm like, oh. So it's difficult to tell. That's why I would go for like one of the, like Jade Cargo. Yeah, Jade Cargo is just my height. Would you want Thunder Rosa to listen to your dreams? I don't know if Thunder Rosa's interested in dreams, to be honest. I don't know. I was thinking this recently. I was like, I don't know if we should try to, with Comfort Zone, try to make it less specific. Because I was thinking like, we talk about a lot of people that we know by name, but to someone who is new, like coming in to the podcast, they might be put off by mentions of specific people. So I was like, oh, maybe we should try and make it more broad. But it is difficult when it's just the two of us chatting the way that we normally do. You have dreamed about her? Oh, did I? I don't remember. I've had so many blooming wrestling dreams. Like Naked Silas, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just very specific. It's very niche. Speaking of going back a few conversations, there are two of the animal sanctuaries that I like to support, who I know are good ones, who are having oh, that was good fluff there, Gerry. That are having open days in the next month, and I'm determined to go to see both of them. Because the thing is, like, it just makes me sad when you go to these animal places and they're like, obviously it's nice to see the animals and stuff, but then you do get, it's like when you go to a zoo and you're like, is this a good zoo or is this a bad zoo? But again, even then it's difficult, because obviously the animals need looking after, so you don't want no one to go and it to not be supported, sort of thing. But like, we went to this place at the weekend and it was very lovely, the animals seemed very happy. But then you've just got stuff like, then you go into the cafe and you've just spent all this time looking at all these lovely like pigs and stuff that have lovely homes, and then like half the menu in the cafe was ham. I was like, how have you not put two and two together, that you're just undoing all of your work that you've spent, you spend all your day looking after these animals. I don't get it. There was literally like no vegan option on the menu whatsoever. And I think because I've been a bit like spoiled with the other two sanctuaries that I go to are literally like vegan sanctuaries. So they don't allow other food on the premises, and they'll only sell like vegan food. So then suddenly seeing that there being like no options whatsoever, I was a bit like, oh, that's weird. A place that's meant to be like a sanctuary for animal lovers, and there's literally no way to actually have anything that doesn't harm animals at all. So we ended up, there was like jacket potato on the menu with cheese and beans. So we were like, okay, can we have jacket potato, but no cheese, no marge, just the potato and the beans? And they gave it to us, and they put this like massive pile of coleslaw on it. So I was like, you didn't even list that this was on the menu, and you've still given me something that's not vegan. I was like, why? Why have you done this? It was very frustrating. But I guess people just don't make those connections. They just don't realize the hypocrisy of what they're doing. When they do stuff like that, they like don't. Yeah, I guess it's that level of disconnect between things. Hello. They had yeah, it's more farmy than animal sanctuary. It's like there's places in Bristol. There's a place that's called like Windmill Hill City Farm. That was like every year they have like, oh, come and look at our animals. Like, oh, look at our turkeys. How cute are turkeys? They're so lovely. And everyone goes and enjoys them. And then at Christmas, they auction them off to be killed. And I'm like, you've just spent the entire year looking after these turkeys and everyone's gone to see how lovely they are. And now you're like, who wants to pay to have it murdered? And you're like, how is this a sane choice? How is that not psychopathic? It's very weird. It is very weird. But yeah. Yeah, if there's like zoos that are just, if they're conservation zoos, then they're good ones. But yeah, other ones that are just like, It's more your like old school ones that came from rich people have like paying to have animals brought over just to be attractions. Those ones tend to be the bad ones. But yeah, I hate that when you want to go to see, like, because you love animals and you want to go see animals, and then you're like, but is this one of the bad places? Or is it an okay place? When you've been to Australia Zoo, is Chester Zoo good? But yeah, I think like it will be very nice having gone to Chew to go to like Dean Farm Trust and Coppershell and know that they're know that they're good places. Well, I guess it is time for me foot to head off. Should we go and see some animals, as animals have been the the topic? We're gonna go see some wolves. Okay, we can go see wolves. We can go see wolves, and I will be back at 2, but not here. I'll be at Yogscast, a little known group called the Yogscast. I shall be there, and we shall be reading in a minute. Sarah and I will be unleashed. We will be off the rein. We will be ungovernable. Does Sarah have her voice back? I hope so. She went out to karaoke the other night. So hopefully she's not undone any recovering that she did. But yes, everyone look after yourselves, and I shall be back soon, and be good. Have lovely birthdays if it's your birthday. Have lovely days if it's not. And I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Got a random hiccup. Do you want to add anything, Gerry? Any words of wisdom? Any knowledge eggs you want to lay before the stream goes? Just stay cozy, he says. Be cozy. Become potato. Very wise. A very wise baby boy. Oh, his little elbow. Bye-bye. Fifi. Oh. Raid gun. Nice. Thank you. Bye-bye. A boop.